people just lie sometimes. It's not gaslighting. It's just lying. That's a whole nother issue, right?
Facts.
But doubling up on weird terms makes this whole world more complicated. Then you're arguing with someone and say, you're gaslighting me. You're like, I'm going to call you right now. Bitch, I'm just lying. What's up? Welcome to this episode of Let's Keep Talking. And in this video, we're going to see if these people know anything at all about what they're talking about. Should we follow their advice or not? We're going to play a video for all of us to watch. We'll watch it through, and then we'll all vote either Guru or Poopoo. And this show would be boring as hell if I did it by myself, so I'm not alone. I am joined today by one of the most loving, beautiful man I've ever met in my life. A friend of mine for nearly a decade, though I feel like I just met him. With the most beautiful mustache in the world. The wonderful Christian Lane. In the producer booth, we have the beautiful and amazing, the most angelic creature to ever walk the face of the earth, Iglis Kassid.
Thank you.
And Sam's here. All right,
Hi,
so
I'm Sam.
And Sam.
A pleasure to be here. That's it. I'm Sam.
Yeah, there's Sam. No, I'm kidding. Sam is one of my best friends in the whole wide world. He's an amazing music producer. He's an incredible human being. He's funny as hell. And I honestly am super fucking stoked about you guys getting the chance to meet someone that means so much to me. So thanks for coming, Sam.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be on here. Excited for it.
As you know, the Let's Keep Talking show is still fairly new, only a few months old. But I do have an account with Chartable, which is a website where you can see how your show ranks on charts all over the world for different categories. And obviously, we haven't ranked anywhere at all ever yet. But last week, I got the first report saying we ranked somewhere. And it's Colombia, out of all places, a Spanish-speaking country.
Hell yeah.
So it only makes sense that we start off this episode of the Let's Keep Talking podcast with a word from our sponsor, Colombia. Fuck. This episode is sponsored by Colombia, not the outdoor sports brand, but the entire South American country. Why? Because turns out, via the charts, they love this show. So in light of my newfound Colombian fame, a word for my people. Cuellos colombianos. Gracias por la palabra. Actualmente estoy clasificado cerca de los 100 mejores podcasts de su país sobre salud mental. Gracias. No sé cómo sucedió esto, y no creo que dure. Pero pata esto porque no momento en el tiempo es bueno estar cerca el 1 del 8. En la era digital, nos homens en cacho e chavis de este podcast. Quince algún día estamos hundos en persona. Mantiene colombiano.
Stay Colombian.
All right.
Wow.
Damn.
What do you think?
Hold on.
That
You
was,
know what I'm saying?
Our
Round of applause.
Let's hop into it. Okay, this is a clip. This is my clip. We're gonna probably watch it twice because it's a little bit hard to catch the first time. But I actually want to talk about this clip.
Okay.
Okay.
Speak up when I hop by the car, I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop by the cut, I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about the cut, I promise I'm gonna.
I'm gonna play this again. So obviously the premise is there's this trend where people put on the screen a phrase that people will say. Like, oh, I'm just too busy tonight. And then, oh, I got to go do whatever. And they're like, speak up, speak up, speak up. And then when the beat drops, it says, I just don't fuck with you. And they're like, say what you really mean. So this is what he hears from his partner, and here's what he thinks they should really be saying.
Speak up when I hop by the car, I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop by the cut, I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about the cut, I promise I'm gonna.
What do we think about this?
Can you tell me what that said? Because I had no idea.
He's just an old friend. I don't want to be mean. You don't have to be insecure, babe. These are obviously things that he's getting from her when he's like, hey, who is that? And hey, who are you texting? This kind of stuff. And then she says, why are you trying to control me? And then the very last thing is he says, say what you really mean. You really should be saying, I gaslight you whenever you try to set boundaries. The reason I wanted to share this clip is because the term gaslighting, I think, is overused a lot.
Definitely.
To the point
I
where I didn't
agree.
even learn the actual definition of it. So let's explain for the viewers.
Gaslighting. What gaslighting means is you're intentionally attempting to try to get someone to decrease the amount of trust they have in their perception of reality, like knowing what's going on. That can be as simple as like moving their phone from one room to the other and saying, oh, you moved it over there. And they're like, what the fuck? Am I going crazy? That's some real high level gaslighting. Shout out to the pros out there.
City boy, city boy.
Yeah,
my
it's
cousin.
like me telling you that curtain is brown,
So here's the
and then you're saying no, that's green. Like you're delusional.
Right. Yeah.
So here's the question that I want us to look at is she gaslighting him? Is it gaslighting, or is it like a defensive response? Just like, hey, look, you know, that's just an old
Right.
friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to be so insecure. Are you trying to control me? Is that gaslighting someone, or is that just someone being defensive? Like saying, hey,
I don't
I-
think it's gaslighting.
I mean, unless the girl's in the wrong there and she's actually doing something sneaky, then
that's true.
it would be gaslighting because she's actually lying.
Is lying gaslighting?
I mean, not in every circumstance. Like you said, it's like trying to make someone believe something they're not. Like he's believing he's a friend. He's believing he's insecure for thinking that, you know, whatever. He's upset about his girl talking to another guy. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of manipulative, but at the same time, like you said, it's a little overused, and this might not be the best spot to use it.
Because I think that relationships, communication, it's complicated already. So adding new terms onto things can make it even harder for you to understand your relationships. When someone says, you're just gaslighting me. When I say, like, if my girlfriend says, like, you know, why'd you fucking smile at that girl when she walked by? And I'm like, I probably wouldn't say this, but if I did say, like, babe, you don't have to be so, like, snarky and insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if she's like, oh, like her therapist is like, oh, he's just gaslighting you, you know, like, it's adding such a weird delusion to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Especially, I mean, I get what you're saying now with that. Like, if you heard that word from a therapist, you should just leave the room. I feel
You should
like
just leave the
That's a
room.
bad
just
fucking
leave the room.
therapist.
Yeah, if your therapist is using TikTok vocabulary, get the fuck out.
And I mean,
I
that's
think it just depends on the intentions of that person, and like setting boundaries to the point where you're not suffocating that person. Like I do boundaries, but not to the point where like you're not actually dating the person you're dating. You're
Right.
just changing them into who you want them to be.
But here's the specific thing is like, what's the likelihood that someone is truly trying to, like, if you come at someone about something, like, who the fuck is that? Like, why are you texting that person? You know what I'm saying? Like, first off, that's like kind of out of left field. You don't own that person. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, hey, who's Timothy? You're texting Timothy a lot, right? Like, even if that person does think Timothy's hot shit, and even if they kind of like Timothy, he's kind of cool, and that might be the next option when they diss this relationship. If you're like, hey, who's Timothy? And like, oh, he's just a friend, no worries. Is there a difference between lying and defending yourself versus gaslighting? Like, is that an attempt to make you lessen your trust and your perception of what is going on? Or is it just me lying because get off my fucking cheese?
I think that's gaslighting because you have the intentions of being with Timothy after you break up with her.
So I'm saying, but I'm saying, like, if
Therefore, it's not actually a
You're
friend,
asking
you
if-
have premeditated feelings.
like, should we
Yeah.
replace the English word in the English dictionary with gaslighting? Oh, you're gaslighting. Hey, when are you going to be there? I'm going to be there at 4:30. Oh, you gaslighting me. No, he's not. He's just fucking lying. He's just fucking lying. It's not gaslighting. It's fucking lying.
right.
Right?
I mean, there should be a clear
agree with that.
definition. Like the definition that you gave was really good because instantly what pops in my head when someone talks about gaslighting is just lying.
It's just lying.
And that's where, like you're saying, it's overused. Too many people get those two words mixed up. Like,
Here's why the word gaslighting exists is because people are naive, and so when people lie to them, they don't have any reserves of mistrust where they go, you could be lying to me. So they fully trust it, and then they allow that person's words to create the reality. If I say, hey, babe, who's Timothy? Right? You text, you know, what's that little TikTok? It's like, who's got you smiling like that? And it's like, la, la, la. Like, I know you texting Timothy a lot.
that's
What up?
Timothy.
Yeah, shout out Timothy. What's good, bro? I'm coming for your ass. You know, it's like, you know,
Wait, your girl and Timothy are not here right now. Braxton is on the move, going to get Timothy right now. If you're out there watching this, he's coming.
So look, here's the reason. Here's what I want to say. If you've currently used the term gaslighting in your own self-evaluation and spiritual growth and personal development, personal healing, ask yourself: am I using gaslighting? Listen to this very closely, people. Am I using gaslighting because I naively instill too much trust in the things people tell me so that it directly impacts my entire perception of reality? People just lie sometimes. It's not gaslighting. It's just lying. That's a whole nother issue, right?
Facts.
But doubling up on weird terms makes this whole world more complicated. Then you're arguing with someone and say, you're gaslighting me. You're like, I'm going to call you right now. Bitch, I'm just lying. Okay, I ain't fucking gaslighting your ass. I'm just lying.
Well, hey, wouldn't that be gaslighting from her end at that point? Trying to tell me that I'm gaslighting?
You see what I'm saying? It's like Spider-Man. Like,
exactly. Like, oh, wait, you were gaslighting? I was gaslighting.
So
Who
Y'all
actually
are
enjoys
explaining
this
the English
shit?
language, just having multiple terms for one thing.
that's hilarious.
Exactly.
This is the epitome of English.
This is why it's apparently the hardest language to learn, probably.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
This guy right here, do we agree that we want to give this guy some boost? We want to say, hey, hell yeah, keep letting people know that when your girl defends her life and even lies to you, it's gaslighting? Or do you want to say, hey, bro, check your terms at the door? I'm saying poo-poo.
I'm going to say poo-poo. Just because the overall, it's poo-poo.
Yeah, it seems a little threatening, a little harsh.
A little harsh.
I'm saying poo-poo.
Gee, what you think in the back, man? Poo-poo!
Poo-poo is all around.
That's 5 out of 4 poo-poo right
Hey,
there.
this water is fucking poo-poo. Who actually enjoys this shit right here?
It's disgusting.
God, one thing you can't beat, Kirkland water.
Kirkland.
It's
They've
literally
got a good golf ball
it's
too,
literally
bro.
soda,
They
but
do.
you're
Kirkland?
taking out the good stuff of soda.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
It's like McDonald's Sprite without McDonald's. So it's just Sprite.
Next clip is just funny as fuck.
Stop saying dumbass things. You're not even making sense.
Big body steals the business, big body lamb, big body. Had to put up like a Yankee on the.
Stop
God almighty.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's just... One more?
saying dumbass things. You're not even making sense.
Big body steals the business, big body lamb.
Bro, first off, look, let me say, this is why I love TikTok right here. It's because you can be having the shittiest day, just hitting a quick 2-3 second scroll through and get some gold like this. I mean, I'm just literally off my ass in the car, in traffic, just screaming.
Ass, dude. That shit right there.
That's hilarious.
It deserves to be in the file. It's not even part of the game. It deserves to be in the file.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's go to the next clip.
You collect bad experiences. And that's the truth.
Real quick, a little bit of background on this guy, Michael Singer. He's an incredible...
We've got the same teeth.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
Christian, smile. You got to smile.
Look at that.
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is the same teeth
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Same teeth.
My boy Christian in the future. So this guy, Michael Singer, if you have heard of him, it's because you read the book, The Untethered Soul. He's a pretty cool thinker. His name is Michael Singer. Let's listen to this clip.
You collect bad experiences. And that's the truth. That's what you made your hobby. I'm going to collect every bad experience I ever had and keep it inside of me on display so that it can continue bothering me. All right? That's the only problem. That's the problem. If you keep doing that, you're going to collect more and more experiences throughout your life, and it will get heavier and heavier and harder. So the answer is the willingness to let go of this stuff that you have built up inside of you.
I like that right there.
Okay.
Man's definitely got a good point there. I mean, you let all these, call them trophies, all these trophies build up inside of you. Some are good, some are bad. You tend to hold on to the bad a lot more. Why? Why would you hold on to the bad? You forget the good, but you remember the bad.
There's a funny thing about the mind, how we do it.
Right?
'Cause it hurts, you know what I mean? It hurts what they said. It hurts what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's... Christian, what you think, homie?
Solid.
It's solid.
Yeah, solid.
It's solid, man. I think the part that really means the most to me in this one is when he's like, I'm gonna collect every bad experience I had and keep it on display inside of me.
Your hobby. I'm going to collect every bad experience I ever had and keep it inside of me on display so that it can continue bothering me.
That right there is like, we know, I mean, I've been like that before. I know people like that right now that it's like, yo, can you keep that music down just a little bit, Ickles? I just got it too loud. Why are you so dedicated to life being shitty? Why are you so dedicated to being the problem and the issue, you know? I feel like most times it's because something so bad happened to someone, right? And they couldn't reconcile the idea that bad people do things to, or not bad people, but like you have a elementary understanding, bad people do bad things, good people do good things, bad things happen to bad people, good things happen to good people, and if someone did something bad to you, that must be because I'm bad. You know, like bad things happen to bad people. So if when I was 8 years old or I was 15 years old or this shit happened, it is inexplainable via that elementary understanding of the world, then it must be because I'm the fucking problem. It must be because I'm not good enough and I'm unworthy, because why would someone treat me like a piece of shit if I am worthy? You know what I'm saying? Then your whole life becomes proving that you are the problem. Mm-hmm. You're the reason that happened to you because you're a piece of shit. Now, it's like you almost want to make sense of it more than you want to heal from it.
Right.
One thing I try to do is when I notice myself kind of honing in on like a negative thought or, you know, just something bad that happened, I like force myself to think about something positive. You know, one instance where I was proud of myself, or and basically compare those side by side for as long as I'm thinking about the negative thought, and that kind of literally helps displace it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly what you're saying too. Like we tend to want to hold on to the bad, and because we want to make sense of it, like try to figure it out. We want to revisit the things that hurt us the most to make sense of them so we can heal from them. But we let go of the good stuff. We forget how good we did at the last show. We forget how amazing we did with our homie last week. We forget how awesome that joke was we told last Thursday. That's self-esteem right there, knowing that, hey, there are some shitty things that have happened. I don't really know what's going on with them, and it hurts to think about. But there are also some really cool things that I've done in the last few days that have fucking dunked, man.
Mm-hmm. You know? It's like a quote. It's not a bad life. It's just a bad day. You know, you have 100 good days, and you have one really bad day. That one bad day will probably stick out because, you know, we like to hold on to that. But like you were saying, you look back on the positives. I mean, that's a really good practice right there. Yeah. You know, try and remember those good things and just keep those in a glass case, you know, break in case of emergency. You know, you pull out one of those good things.
I'm a good person too.
Right.
You know?
I think also surrounding yourself with people that genuinely love you and like care about you and understand who you are as a person, and when these other people are like spitting these things about you, they're like, oh, you're a bad person, you're this, you're that, and like you having like self-reflection and then going back to your friends and also talking to them about it and them like knocking you out of that place that you're in. It's good to have like a good support system in your life.
Definitely.
100%. Our guy Michael Singer, I'm saying rock and roll. Guru.
Yep.
Guru for sure.
Guru for sure.
Boom.
What would you, if you were president, Brigham, what would you give everybody in the United States for free? What would you give everyone?
Food for free.
What?
Food for free.
Food?
Yep. And toys.
I couldn't hear the very first word. So if you gave what?
What would you give everybody in the United States?
If you could, what would you give?
What would you give everybody in the United States?
If you're a president, what would you give everyone? Look at that face already.
No lane.
Look at this face.
I'll let him.
Look, I'm just saying, with the presidential candidacy we have going on right now, Donald Trump is running for president again. Joe Biden, if he doesn't die, will probably run for president again. We have this other candidate.
Old peanut head.
Look at this guy.
Did you see The Simpsons also predicted him running again for president?
Look, all I've got to say about that, hold on.
Time travel,
so
for
was
sure.
it 7 years ago?
I'm just
Simpsons
asking for a vote.
Him running again.
The second prediction was 7 years ago as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just asking for a vote.
It was like a tag in the back of an episode.
We ain't even heard the video yet.
Look, I'm just saying, look at this guy right here.
You're saying would we vote for him?
I'm just saying, yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, president, you got three options. You got him, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden. I'm going with this cutesy right here. Look at him. He's about to give away free food. Look at him.
You know, I mean, I haven't heard his foreign tax policy, but, you know, I'd probably give him
Give
my
it a
vote.
minute.
All I can think is this poor guy is going to struggle with migraines his entire life.
Can
if
you
he doesn't wear
imagine
those.
those glasses?
Yeah.
It looks like the kid off of Like Mike. What's the guy? Murph. Looks like
Stuart
Murph.
Little. Yeah.
There's Stuart Little.
Stuart Little.
Just imagine you're the leader of communist Russia. You hop on a Skype call with the leader of the free world and say, we're about to bomb you with a nuke, but this dude, this guy pops up. You're canceling that missile.
He's got to be wearing like a full button-down short sleeve for sure.
All right, let's do this shit.
The United States for free. What would you give
Food
everyone?
for free.
What?
Food for free.
Food?
Yeah. And toys for
And toys?
free.
That's what would you do for the people?
Garrison.
I would
Spike.
take the taxes down a little.
Just a little bit.
But Brigham, there's one thing that you need to know about your idea. I've seen this country. I've heard about politics. I don't care about politics, bruh. It's how so when
If you stay real
Bro,
steady.
every family Thanksgiving ever.
Yeah. If you just pay attention to what just happened, that kid is free. You know?
Yeah.
He's like, give away fucking toys and food. And then his brother's like, well, foreign policy. He's like,
Look, the other one's cruising for a bruising.
I don't give a fuck. He took over the interview. Said, I don't give a fuck. He was like Donald Trump in the last presidential debate. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about politics.
Mm-hmm. You're using too many words. Just do it.
Say food, toys, and smile.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom. Yeah, I'm
So I had to
giving
do
a little
free.
blondie dude guru.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah, little blonde dude's a guru.
Next time someone starts talking politics at you, just hit him with this right here.
No, politics, not politics.
Politics. I don't care about politics.
That hand is a hand that's had enough of politics.
Hey, that was Christian while he was passed out.
Yeah, it was. All right, Guru, my boy, shout out. Thanks for
Guru.
being an awesome leader of the toddler free world.
Yeah, toddler free.
All right, let's check it out.
So, has anyone else ever thought about this? But, like, what if we were to all die out again? And then, like, we regrew back, and then, like, we were digging for fossils, and they found a set of books. And they're like, they dust them off, and it's the Harry Potter books. Just like how we found, like, the Torah or the Bible or whatever. And they start reading it, and they're like, damn, this is, like, what life was like back then. Like, Harry Potter is Jesus, and, like, Voldemort is the devil, and, like, Gandalf is, like, heaven and stuff like that. Like, and they're like, damn, that's what life is like. And there's a whole religion where everyone starts worshiping Harry Potter and being like, Harry Potter did all that for us. Like, you have to look up to him and follow this, like, craft. And when Harry Potter comes back down to Earth, we'll all get wands and we'll all be able to just cast spells and be the chosen people.
Yo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard anything better in my life.
Is that how it went down, or
Is what how it went down.
I mean, is that the story behind modern religion?
Well, I mean, I could probably do this right now on my phone. There's a TV show that we and Garrison, my brother, used to watch growing up called Bible Man, and this is funny. Whose clip is this?
It's mine.
Your clip? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bible Man actually starts out with a very, let's see, Bible Man intro. I think it starts off with this very similar thing. Yeah, look at this shit. This is so funny.
He had already watched it.
Yeah.
My own speakers, a man who had it all. Wealth, status, success. Still, something was lacking. Miserable, alone, his spirit weeping, Miles Peterson gave up. Then in his darkest hours, a single book began to change his life. And at last, Miles Peterson felt the burning desire to inspired by the word of God. Look at that. With unyielding faith, Miles pledged to fight evil in the name of God.
Yo, that light's not Jesus coming down. It's Harry Potter. And it's on
so
a broom right now.
That's so funny. It's exactly the story that was pitched to me when I was 6.
Oh my gosh.
I was trying to find a picture. I've got a picture my family just sent to me of me at, like, 5 years old in full Bible Man costume.
Dude,
in a Bible Man
everything.
costume.
Bible
That's
Man
so
was the
funny.
shit. Yeah.
I'll probably go to the next festival dressed as Bible Man just to see who came out of that part of the world,
Right.
you know? All right.
That's some like hardcore religion right there, Bible Man.
It is,
Bible
dude.
Man.
I mean, you have Iron Man, you got Batman, and like, fuck that. We're going to go our book as a human being.
Yeah,
So
Bible
crazy.
Man.
Okay.
I've got like 10 minutes. I'm going to need to bounce.
All right, word. Let's finish it up in 15. What we thinking?
I mean,
Which one are we rating here?
We're
Bible
rating-
Man?
no, the Harry Potter video.
Harry Potter video. I mean, I think it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. It's like it's kind of funny. It's like a really high thought, like, man, what if, but that kind of is at least what I think from my perspective on Jesus and God is like it's like a Greek mythology. It's a book, like it's written in Greek. It is from the people who also believed in Poseidon and Zeus. It's like a conglomerate. It's just all the gods together represented as one. It's a story about someone who loved people. It's a great story, but maybe not to be taken literally, maybe something to be inspired by. Hence, the Harry Potter story is like explaining stuff, not like it actually happened.
Right.
That's my thoughts.
I like the idea of thinking along that brainwave too. I've got a video that I included that's basically the same thing, just a different perspective on factual information that we know to be true today.
Yeah, that's really, really cool, man.
Yeah. I'd say guru for at least even thinking outside the box like that.
Definitely guru.
Yeah, guru for sure.
5 Bible men out of 5.
5 Bible mans out of 5.
Yeah, 5 Bible mans out of 5. All right, let's go to the next one.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Everybody, let's sing a song, yeah? Ire genti, chi passeranno, oh viera ciao, viera ciao, viera ciao, 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 ire genti, chi passeranno. Everybody.
I think this is really good.
Hold on, one more time. Let's just go back to the beginning and watch how he actually hooks it. Look how deep that cat
Let's
gets
sing
in.
a song, yeah?
What a fucking dude.
And as soon as he starts singing, the cat just lets go.
See, this is the point. This is back to the Bible. What's happening is a story that's meant to teach you something. Look at this. In the very middle of the most searing pain, he goes, I should bust out into song right now. That's the lesson here. That's what's really going on.
Right.
I should burst out into the best song I can in the middle of this treachery.
Look, seriously, next time somebody pisses you off or you're having a bad day, you're mad at your girlfriend, your spouse, or even mad at yourself, pissed off, break out into song.
Break out into opera.
I mean, that's instantly going to lighten the mood every time. I mean, anything that you sing. I mean, it could be the Backstreet Boys. It could be Kanye West that you're singing. It's going to lighten the mood. It could be the Wiggles.
Mid-argument.
I've always learned this song. This has got great energy.
I would actually say probably do this song.
This song specifically and only this song.
I mean, this dude's got some tone, too. I mean, he's got that depth in his voice.
Yeah, it does. It just depends on what you're looking at. The cat's pissed off since the very first frame, so that's like, is this a good idea? Is this guru? No. But so I'm going to say guru. I'm going to say Poopoo for this. He's picking up a cat. Cat don't want to be picked up. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with nature. Don't cut down the trees. Don't pick up angry cats. That's
but
life.
Clearly he knows this is all for the greater good. He knows what's about to go down and the lesson he's about to give not only the world but his cat.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah.
And but I'm going
to say was guru.
I'm going to finish
100%.
up with guru because if there's one person I would trust in this world is a man who in the middle of pain decides to burst out the deepest of operas.
Right.
You go, you know more than I have ever even attempted to understand. I trust you with my life, guru.
You know what I really want to know about this guy, because I don't know if you've seen other videos from him. This is a reoccurring thing. I mean,
with the cat?
Yeah. Oh, there are so many videos of this dude.
Like, got a snapping turtle. He's like,
no, seriously. Like it's one of those things. Like, it's gonna hurt, but only for a second. Like, there's so many videos of him with this cat, and every time he starts singing the cat, it's like he's just heard this beautiful voice every time.
That's crazy, dude. I swell up like insanely.
Bible man, when he listens to politics, it's only gonna
Look,
hurt.
that's when Bible man burst out. There's the response. They're like, Bible man.
Imagine how big his.
The cat's got the same eyes too.
Yeah, they're both.
Bro, they're both seeing the face of God right now.
Yeah. I'm saying Puru. It's a mixture for me. There's guru on the back half.
Guru and figuring out how to tame his cat.
Absolutely, guru all day. This takes balls.
He's making the most of it. Like, you get a shitty cat from the store. You know what I'm saying? We've all had shitty cats, right? You get a shitty fucking cat. What? Have we not all had shitty cats?
Yeah, just the occasional shitty cat from the store.
It's that Walmart brand cat.
I guess I'm trying to.
right,
I'm
return
like,
that.
I'm like trying to group us all together. Like we've all been there, you know what I'm saying? No, actually, I haven't had a shitty cat.
Braxton,
I was
do you have
lying.
something you want to talk about?
I have never had a shitty cat.
That's why I said guru.
Yeah, I had a great cat, Clancy. I miss you, buddy. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, Clancy.
After 3 years, after 3 years of having a male cat, Clancy, the owner told me, "Hey, how's she doing?" And I was like, "Huh, Clancy, you're my homie. You have a vagina."
That's the worst, bro.
It's the worst.
I've done that 3 times. Like, officially thought it was male or female, named them accordingly, everything, and then boom, 9 months later.
Talking about relationships and stuff.
Yeah.
So, next clip we got going on.
Next clip.
Garrison Gilbert, bring it to us.
Imagine explaining the concept of water to an alien. You'd be like, yeah, there's this stuff, right? This clear stuff that we just like throw into our face in order to survive. Otherwise we die. We fucking die, bro. And they're like, no, that's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy, but here's even crazier. Sometimes we just forget for fucking hours and hours and hours and hours, and then start getting like headaches and feeling unwell. And then someone else would be like, have you thought about doing that thing that we need to do in order to survive? Drinking that liquid that like keeps us alive. And then you go, oh yeah, I haven't tried that. Oh, I'll try. Yeah, I feel better. And that's not all. It fucking falls from the sky. Bro. It fucking falls from the sky for free. And they're like, wait a minute. The thing that you need to survive falls from the sky. That is so lucky. You must love every time that happens. Yet, no, we fucking hate it, actually, bro.
1,000%. I don't even need anyone else to chime in on this. This fucking guru. This dude's brilliant.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, just that, perspective of looking at water that way from an outside point. I mean, that's so true. It's like, you ever seen the movie Space Jam, Michael Jordan in it? It's like Mike's secret stuff, and it's just water.
Just water, man. That's so cool.
Not only that, we're made up of 70% water.
Yeah, fact.
The thing you need to survive falls from the sky, and yet we're upset about it.
Pissed off.
And we're also made up of it.
The dude is brilliant. This guy's awesome. Look, shout out to my guy, not my cat guy. Shuffle T.
Gary G.
Shuffle T on the TikTok.
Shuffle T, you're a guru, man. I appreciate the creative way to explain that we're just okay and we got everything we need.
Facts. Guru, for sure.
Guru. All right, we got to bust these videos. My boy's got to leave. We got 3 more videos to knock out. Can we do it? All right.
Has anybody been keeping account
of the Guru Poopoo?
Tally ho.
I mean, we got it in the. We're gonna throw it together. Here's the current count of Guru Poopoo as it stands.
Big body steals the biz of the big body land, but they big better. Had to put up like a Yankee.
Next video, welcome.
Underrated. You ain't gonna get it all done today.
That's it. That's all he's got to say. I'm telling you what, you ain't getting shit done today. We ain't doing shit today.
We ain't doing it.
Underrated. You ain't gonna get it all done today. And that's all right. You did what you could. That's good enough. Just keep knocking it down. You'll get there. I love you.
Can you imagine every day after work you get home and this dude's standing on your porch and you have to embear this conversation before you go inside every time we're just looking at you?
Man, it's just that stare.
Those eyes are beautiful, though.
Now, here's the confusing part about whose clip is this?
Mine.
Here's the confusing part about this clip. You didn't get it all done today. You did everything you could. Now rest easy because you did it right. Then he says, have a blessed day. What time is it?
Seriously.
What fucking time is it?
You're watching this video at like 12 a.m.
What fucking time is it?
Like you're falling asleep.
Yeah.
Look, all jokes aside, though, I love seeing content like this on TikTok. You don't see it very often, but there's a specific group of people. I'm sure everybody actually needs to hear this.
100%.
Needs to hear that whatever you're going through, the work that you put in, all the shit that you went through today, you're doing a good job.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This
too.
is one of the things that pop up on your TikTok and you go,
if
this
it
is
hits
a great
you at
app.
the right time, like you'll shed a tear over this.
You shed a little tear, man.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, especially, if someone someone who's running their own business, they're putting that grind in every day and it might not be fruitful for that day or even the whole week. And I mean, that is some good inspiration right there.
If you're about to get sued, listen to this video.
It's so weird that social media has become such a integral part of our existence. We always are on the phone so much that there's good-hearted people that are trying to just pierce through for 1 second to be like, hey, while you're consuming all this content, you're the man, and then disappear. That's really cool. So, always,
Not
shout
only
out.
that, have you seen those TikTok ads where it's like, you've been watching TikTok for an hour. Maybe you should stop watching it.
Yeah, like ads. People put ads behind that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty cool shit. Guru.
Yeah.
I'd give this dude a guru.
Last video. Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode. Let's keep talking. This is the last one. Guru Poopoo, we're going to vote it out, and we'll get a full tally. Hopefully today has been a productive day. Hopefully, we should probably have old wise say this next part. Have a good day.
Have a blessed one.
You did all you can, okay?
You did everything you could.
And that's good enough. Let's check it out.
Today's mission. At the store, grab a bottle of liquor and container of baby formula. When at the register, have only enough money for one. Return the baby formula.
I mean, it's chaos, you know.
Absolute mayhem.
Sure, it's poo-poo advice, but it's also great advice because without chaos in the world, you know, people get a little too comfortable. You got to throw them off every now and then. You think that checkout clerk is going to look at you the same or look at their job the same after that? No, not a chance.
Would be so fucking funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The guy behind him in line, you know,
right?
That watches it happen and goes.
I mean, you know, hopefully that person in line would be like, "Hey, let me buy that for you."
Let me buy that for you.
Either that, or he'd be like, "Hey, you're fucking hilarious. Like, you want to hang out later? Down that bottle together. Or down that bottle together. Or down that bottle together."
Exactly. I'm gonna actually vote on this last one and say poop or say guru. Actually,
I'd give it a guru, but only if, like, you know, you're doing this. Like, you're not actually choosing liquor over your baby.
Have you ever been to Starbucks and you're like, how much for the people behind me? And they're like, okay, it's like $30. And you're like, oh shit, never mind.
You're like, just add mine to theirs. They won't even notice it. You know, it's like, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.